Mark Terwin and Kiriko. Okay, I should list the teams.
Mhm.
Mark Terwin and Kiriko. Did it just go based off of? No, it doesn't. I actually thought about this.
Let's see.
Mark Terwin and Kiriko, Subject Delta and Rebecca Chambers, Garrus and the Grinch. I put anti-synergy, by the way. Uh,
Good.
Garrus and the Grinch, Toji Fujigaro and Watson. That's a good synergy. Laura Kraft and Rattlesnake Jake, Frank Horgan and Golden Freddy. Echo and Rebecca. What?
What?
Rebecca Chambers on 2 teams.
Oh.
And so's Garrus.
Who's Echo? What's Echo?
Echo, I think from not One Piece. It's League of Legends. Yeah. Yes, Echo from League of Legends. Fuck it, it's not gonna be duos.
Okay.
Weapons and supplies are scattered across the grasslands, half hidden among coral posts and rusted vacuum pumps. Garrus immediately claims the high ground on a stone arch, scanning lines. Malrock charges for a claymore, roaring a challenge. No one answers. Laura Croft grabs climbing gear and vanishes into rock outcroppings. Watson secures a battery pack and starts laying fence nodes near a geyser. Frank Horgan simply walks through incoming fire, ripping a supply crate open with his own hands. The Grinch steals 3 backpacks and disappears laughing. Echo pockets a glowing device and backs away from the fight. Golden Freddy stands motionless, watching. No one approaches him twice.
No one approaches him twice?
Apparently. Don't know what that means. Handsome Jack attempts to gun down Rebecca Chamber near a slime coral, mocking her over stolen comms. Before he can fire, Rattlesnake Jake's revolver crackles once. Jack staggers, looks down at a hole in his chest, and collapses into the grass.
Shit.
What did I replace? Oh, that's probably one of the issues. Whatever, I'll do it in just a moment. Commissar methodically lures slimes into a ravine and burns them out. Zoro cuts through a cluster, but suffers acid burns with explosion at the teleport blink. Art the Clown walks through slime acid, laughing as his skin bubbles. The hillbilly, chainsaw roaring, charges blindly through the dunes, straight out. What else would he be doing?
Yeah.
The sand amplifies the shocks. The chainsaw dies. The hillbilly does not go back up. Elsewhere, screams echo as Golden Freddy vanishes into the darkness with someone. No one sees who.
Where is this taking place again?
Slime Rancher.
Oh, yeah.
Black tar slimes spawn across the far
That
range,
would answer
consuming
my
other slime.
question.
Structures and anything organic, fire suppresses them, panic feeds them. Tar slimes emerge in clusters near coral and geysers. They multiply rapidly if ignored. Fire, electricity, and controlled explosions can suppress them temporarily. Vision drops as black particles fog has arrived. Sirens wail from ancient ranch pylons. Rainbow fields darken as tar ooze sweeps from broken coral. Watson pivots immediately, fencing choke points, overloading nodes, trying to fry tar clusters. The power drains is brutal. From a high ridge, Garrus picks off tar cores with disciplined bursts, calling out safe lanes over comms. Few listen. Mark wades in, cleaving tar masses with his greatsword. The blade fouls with tar, each swing growing heavier. Pride keeps him moving longer than is wise. Subject Delta drill chews through the tar with grim efficiency. Grim, you say. Lord Craft uses grapples to stay above the ooze, firing incendiaries, open paths for herself and only herself. The Grinch steals a flamethrower fuel and a vacuum pump from a shed, giggling as tar eats the shed behind him. Echo rewinds a misstep, escaping forming cluster. The device overheats. It won't get many saves like that. Trying to treat acid burns on a fallen tribute near Moss Blanket's edge. What the fuck? I don't know where that is. Rebecca doesn't see a tar creep up behind her. She fires. Too late. The ooze climbs up her boots, hardens and pulling her down. Garrus tries to lamp a shot, but can't risk hitting her. Rebecca screams, cut off as the mass engulfs her. That's brutal. She deserves it though.
True. Tar.
The fog arrives. Art strolls through the chaos, carving apart isolated survivors who flee the ooze using tar as cover. He leaves bodies in places the slime doesn't touch. Deliberate and cruel. Golden Freddy flickers near tar clusters, causing them to hesitate, almost recoil. No one understands why. No one stays to study it. Jake attempts to gun down a tar node from a rock outcrop. The stone gives way. Acid softened. He slides, firing wildly. Venom fangs bared in rage. The tar swallows him whole. Frank charges a dense cluster and detonates a scavenged fuel cell at point-blank range. The blast incinerates tar in a wide radius, and it leaves Frank smoking but standing. He laughs through the flames. Kirko teleports through the collapsing safe lanes, tagging tar with explosive kunai to clear routes for escapes. Each wing costs more focus. Goblin Slayer leads a small push, firebombing nests and stealing spawn points. No speeches, just work. Hagrid rescues 2 trapped tributes from a coral collapse. I don't know why it's giving up fake characters. Then turns back to hold the door. The tar surges. He pushes them back with raw strength until a black spike impales the side. He roars, still standing, still holding. The mask drags him down.
No.
Chapter 3. Add sex.
Alright.
The sex has arrived. I'm joking. I don't know. The far range looks the same. Would you like me to add the lewd things to the Hunger Games? No.
Don't.
Don't add romance to Hunger Games. It has to be a hillbilly and ghost face.
Hillbilly. Yeah.
Garrus relocates to Mossy Cliff, overlooking a slime sea. He sets disciplined kill lanes, marking patrol routes in the dirt. This place rewards patience, he mutters to himself.
Who is that guy?
Garrus Vakarian?
Yeah.
One of the characters from Mass Effect. He's just one of Shepard's companions.
Oh, I know him.
He's a sniper police officer. Yeah. He's a sniper police officer, and also he hates it's like he's not on the right side of wrong, but he's like
he's bad.
No, he's good. He's a good guy, but he's like a mercenary but only to do good deeds type of shit, anti-hero type thing.
Yeah.
Echo backs rations. Laura Croft spares climbing rope, a power cell. The Grinch's strategy. I don't know why I missed that. Stealing shit. He steals Echo's rations,
Perfect.
Laura's spare climbing rope, and a power cell from Watson. He leaves traps behind, fake supplies, loosen ladders, cut cables. He giggles at the entire time. Echo realizes his gear is gone mid-climb. He slips, rewinds, slips again. Not again, not now. He moves slower now, saving the last rewind like a bullet with his own name on it. Mark marches openly through a moss blanket, blood still crusted on his armor from the tar fight. Goblin face me, he yells. No one does. Kiriko and Watson cross paths near a broken vac station. They don't trust each other, but they understand spacing, angles, and retreat. Watson sets a perimeter. Kiriko watches rooftops. They form a short-term truce. Zora attempts to cut through a feral slime migration alone, still weakened from earlier acid burns. He underestimates how fast the terrain shifts, and as he finishes one slime, the ground collapses beneath him, acid pools rushing in. Zoro fights his way out barely, but the delay costs him. A second wave hits, his footing goes. He falls into a corrosive sea of slime, still swinging.
Damn.
Goblin Slayer, in the shadows of a ruined corral, he notices a sign of a ritualized cruelty. Bodies positioned, wounds deliberate. This isn't random, he states. Art steps out silently, blood smeared with a smile. The fight is brutal, close, and ugly. Goblin Slayer wounds Art badly, burning him, breaking bones, but Art does not slow down. He stabs Goblin Slayer repeatedly, laughing soundlessly. Goblin Slayer tries to raise one last time. Art caves in his skull with a blunt object. Dora is scouting the Indigo Quarry. She nearly falls, saved by only instinct and one remaining rope. The goddamn Grinch. She spots Frank Horgan in the distance and immediately retreats.
Good idea.
Frank doesn't stalk, he advances. Feral slimes bounce off his armor. Gunfire barely slows him. He corners the Grinch in a collapsed silo. The Grinch pleads, lies, and screams at him. Frank picks him up and throws him into an acid geyser.
Hell yeah.
Golden Freddy claims another. Don't know who he killed the first time. During the night, power flickers across the range. Scream echoes once, then cuts off. At dawn, the body is found twisted near the empty corral, eyes wide, frozen in terror. It's just Golden Freddy's silhouette burned in the dirt behind him. Rohan Kashibi killed by Golden Freddy somehow.
Alright.
He got Orang Madond. The glass desert begins to open, mirage-like structures. The announcer screams, survivors drawn towards the light. Everyone moves, whether they want to or not. Subject Delta trudges through sand and glass. Dro humming softly, spots Jack Cooper scavenging near a broken drone. They lock eyes, neither retreat. Cooper uses movement and cover. Delta absorbs hits and closes the distance, ignoring all of his attacks. Delta Dro catches Cooper's chest. The pilot struggles, firing point blank. It's not enough. He gets drilled.
Yeah.
The sentient UFO, dormant for days, finally descends. System overheating. He's just fucking denying. You're what the fuck? It attempts to strafing run near a glass desert edge. Its unstable atmosphere reacts violently. The craft spirals, eclipses crystal spire, and crashes dead. What a great. The first and last time it does anything.
Yep.
Where's Goopy LeGrande? Don't let him in here.
True. Be careful.
Garrus sets up on Crystal Ridge, sniper bounce, scope fogging from the heat shimmer. He controls 2 approach lanes, but the desert distorts depth. He drowns feral slimes mid balance, then tag, movement, Echo, sprinting between spires. Echo jukes, rewinds half a second, then vanishes behind cover. Watson General, the heat strains Watson generators. One fence fails with the cackle. Kiriko feels it immediately. Your zone's dying. Watson nods, jaw set. So is our truce. They disengage without a fight. Balric marches straight into their glass desert armor, baking, banner torn. Torn banner! He smashes the crystals glowing aside, refusing to adapt. Stone and steel endure, he bellows. The desert answers in silence. Fun fact, that's how chivalry lore starts. King Argon the First marches into the desert and says, "Nah, I'm not taking off my armor," and dies.
I see.
From heat. It's assumed that like the Tenosians, because they live in the desert, they're obviously much more adapted to it. When the Gathians and like all of them are more used to colder climates, like Europe compared to fucking Africa.
Yeah.
Or the Middle East type of thing. So the Tenosians just could move quicker, preserve like stamina and resources better compared to them.
I see. Makes sense.
And that's how Argon the First is apparently dead. He
Yeah.
just,
Refuses
it's not
to take
confirmed
up
that he's
his
dead.
memory.
It's just assumed that, oh, where the hell?
Yeah.
First death, I can't believe it happened now. Toji stalks Marek across the crystal basin, barefoot, calm, predatory. He waits until Mark swings slow and heat exhaustion do their work. Okay, as I just stated,
Yeah.
Marek charges in roaring. Toji sidesteps, slips inside the arc, and drives the blade through a gap in his armor, clean and precise. Mark stumbles, tries to rise, and Toji enters it there.
Canon.
Art enjoys the chaos. The open desert betrays him. Blood trails glisten like on glass. Sorocraft spots him first. She doesn't confront him. She tracks. She leads him towards a heat vent and then doubles back silently. Art steps onto the vent as it erupts. The blast throws him screaming into a jagged crystal shard. And he's dead. My arm. Ow.
What is happening?
It hurts.
Yeah. It's weird.
It hurts. Oh my luck, I got some disease that only 40-year-old diabetic women get. Ooh!
I wouldn't be surprised.
My dad actually got that, but he turned 40, so he had 2 out of the 3 symptoms.
Yeah.
He obviously wasn't a woman, given the fact he's my father.
True.
I just burnt my hand on metal.
You're ruining your entire arm.
Actually, his other arm.
You're ruining both of your arms.
You know what saline is? So, real quick, the song Kerosene. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's like one of the YouTube shorts and meme songs type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized, oh, it has lyrics. And I was listening and I was looking at the lyrics. And it just sounds kind of brutal and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just but one because one of the things it says I can clear impurities doused in creatine, which obviously that I assume just means burn away the impurities and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things though at the end is I will protect you from the things I've seen. Wash your wounds with saline and all that stuff. And it's cool, whatever. Saline is one of the
what?
Sorry. Okay. There's ash and soot inside of my fireplace, and so when I fucking bumped my hand, I got some on me. I did an initial wipe, and there's just still black spot there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck. My razor. I'm just all thumbs. Fuck it. Why not?
Everything is going wrong.
Everything's going wrong all at once. I blame you for every issue I have. I hope you understand.
Incorrect.
You're the reason I got a divorce.
Okay, well that one's true.
That's true. Yeah. I know.
Only that one.
You're the reason I divorced your mother.
Hallelujah.
But fuck it, I lost one of the blades. Whatever. But it says winter runes with saline, blah blah blah. That's just one of the better solutions for burns, minor burns and everything. Minor to moderate burns. It goes from that, then it goes minor to moderate, then it's aloe vera and petroleum jelly. But saline's good because you don't need to touch it directly. You can just squirt it on, and it cleans it. Frank storms into the ruins, only to find Ben Grimm's here.
Oh yeah.
Ben Grimm waiting. They collide like freight trains. Frank lands heavy blows. Ben absorbs them and counters harder. Frank reaches for a hidden detonator. Ben grabs it and crushes his arm in response. Frank roars in fury, tries to headbutt. Ben slams him into a glass spire, impaling the mutant through the torso. Frank coughs off blood once, then goes still.
Wait, what did
Golden
Ben
Freddy-
just die?
No, Frank died.
Frank Horgan?
Yeah. That, to be honest, he's basically the only one that could outrank. I feel like him and Subject Delta are the only two that could have beat
Yeah.
Frank Horgan.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Even then, I think Subject Delta probably still would have lost based on like just strength and prowess.
Yeah, it would be close.
Golden Freddy manifests behind Garrus' perch, flickering silently. Garrus doesn't panic. He drops his rifle, rolls, fire a point-blank flare into the Spectre's chest. The light disrupts whatever holds it together. Golden Freddy spasms, glitches violently, then collapses.
Alright.
Echo attempts to cross a collapsing crystal bridge while being pursued by Toji. He slips, rewinds, slips again, rewinds. The device sparks. It's dead now. Toji reaches him. Echo raises his hands breathlessly. Worth a shot. Toji nods and strikes once. He's dead. Alright. Only one may leave the range. Garrus takes the ridge. Watson builds a cage. Kiriko threads a gap. Lara goes vertical. Jolene tests the floor. Subject Delta advances. Ben Grimm waits. Toji watches. Delta pushes into Watson's grid. Defenses snap and surge. Electric arcs crawl over the big sandy suits. He just ignores it. Watson overclocks the network. Blast staggers Delta, but just long enough. He fires the rivet gun. Spike punches through a pylon, grounding the grid to itself. The feedback surges back. Watson collapses as the system fires, smoke pouring from her gear.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets electrocuted by herself. The basin shakes as Ben Grimm meets Delta head on. The drill against stone, rivets spark against the rocky skin. Ben absorbs, advances, and grabs. He wrenches the drill arm side and slams Delta into crystal buttress once and twice. Delta fires at point-blank range. Ben grunts, holds, and crushes the helmet seal. That's also realistic, just taking the most deadly part first and holding that.
And then just crushing him.
Kiriko catches Yora mid-climb. Kunai flash. Yora counters grappling swing that slams Kiriko into a pillar. Kiriko blinks behind. Yora's knife at her ribs. Yora drops, rolls, fires once. Kiriko falls. You aim, you shoot, you lose. You aim, you miss, you lose.
You aim, you attack, you lose.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
My hair is fucking rat. Jolene crosses a glass span as floor tightens, stone free anchors, then anchor point shears. She swings, almost recovers, then the span and collapses entirely. Jolene disappears into the glowing depths. Garrus lets a shot. Heat shimmers, lies. He fires. Liara dives the round, shattering glass where his head was. She throws a smoke charge and vanishes vertically, cutting the rope behind her. Garrus smiles despite himself. Good. And a heartbeat later, Toji's on him. One clean strike, he's dead.
Yeah.
An honorable duel? Hell not.
True.
Laura reaches a final ledge as the floor contracts again. The letting contracts. Ben Grimm charges from below, reaching. She jumps just short. Ben grabs her wrist. For a moment, they lock eyes. The ledge gives. Ben lets go. She falls to her death. That was worthless, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, wait. Toji can't win.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
No tricks left, no cover. They face each other on a streaking slab of glass. Ben swings, Toji dodges. Toji strikes, Ben ignores it again and again. Toji lands a perfect hit, Ben staggers. Ben answers with one crushing blow that sends Toji off the platform. Ben wins.
Okay, good. I didn't realize that they were the last two, but good. As it should be.
You said that basically as soon as I read Ben versus Toji.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good ending.